Los Angeles, May 2025. The courtroom lit up, the gossip polluted, and at any moment the stakes can be higher than a penthouse suite in a Trump tower. The big trial that's airing Hollywood's dirty laundry is of none other than Sean "Puff Daddy" Combs. A rags to riches story, and the life of a music magnate, who used to run the music and the club scene, now fighting for his freedom in a trial that's exposing Hollywood's dirty underbelly. Elsewhere, Donald Trump, Diet Coke in hand, is sitting at Donald Trump's estate in Mar-a-Lago, and the internet is screaming at him, asking, what is the connection? While this may be merely a scandal, it undeniably represents a full-blown cultural tsunami. Brace yourself. Act 1, the trial tearing down an empire. Diddy's fall from grace is a thrilling tale that has the most peculiar connection to Shakespearean tragedies. Now disgraced as a former leader at Bad Boy Records, in his fashion empire, or at those extravagant parties where billionaires mingle with A-list celebrities, he faces accusations of racketeering, manipulation, and positioning himself at the pinnacle of a power pyramid. The trial's star witness is undoubtedly his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who endured an intense cross-examination, stating that throughout their relationship, she was under control, constantly felt fear, and had to attend parties that masked her imprisonment. I was trapped, she said, as in just an instant, everything seemed to drift further away. Jane Doe No. 1 then took the stand, a dancer who claimed that Diddy and his mansion were hubs of exploitation. And the revelation. The ex-guard presented a USB drive containing messages, recordings, and videos he reportedly obtained, concerning not only Diddy but also financial tycoons, politicians, and the Hollywood elite, in a shadowy empire. Prosecutors believe this serves as evidence of a criminal network that has expanded far beyond the music industry. Outside the courthouse, signs reading "Justice for," and the words "Black Lives Matter," are overwhelming the jury, ultimately transforming the trial into a movement for social justice. Diddy's rebuttal. A peculiar, I can't remember. The final judgment from netizens, guilty. Trump's pardon pen, and the Chris Lay curveball. Introducing Donald Trump, TV mogul and pardoner. Telling the truth in the Diddy case was just one quick tweet from Donald Trump before he signed a pardon for Todd and Julie Chris Lay, who were formerly held for nearly 2 decades, and are now ex-cons for bank fraud and tax evasion. Her low-key daughter, Savannah, felt they were threatened by their conservative ideas at the RNC in 2024. Coincidental? An act of master manipulation. Trump's post on Truth Social about Diddy caused significant upheaval. How the media just tries to pull down, maybe I will set him up. Then, at a Mar-a-Lago press conference, he was asked if he would issue a pardon. With a smirk on his face, he replied, I would think about it. I'd look at the situation. Mass hysteria ensues. Moreover, the Diddy True artists, surprisingly, reflected on their mutual love stories at VIP parties in New York in the 90s. Was Trump actually suggesting that Diddy is loyal? Or do the old buddies Trump knows have secrets that could embarrass the powerful? An information leak suggests Diddy's former team is now on the downflow lobbyist in Trump's political bandwagon, likely in exchange for some leverage. He tells too much, exclaimed the aide. Threats, distractions, and a conspiracy web. 1 minute he was flying solo. And the next, the man himself was being named as Trump's enemy. In just over a year, he's survived 3 near misses. July 2024, a speech in Allentown, Pennsylvania, saw him become a non-fatal casualty when he grazingly hit by a bullet. September 2024. A suspect was caught at the club he owns in Florida Gulf and later fled. May 2025. The intel was shared that there's a foreign-sponsored bounty to take his life. Maria Bartiromo from Fox News might have just floated the theory. Is Diddy's trial, or the recent cyber attack, being intended as a smokescreen? Currently, The Secret Service is probing the connection between the USB drive breadcrumbs and supposed threat. Is Diddy merely a pawn in an international game? The big picture: power, privilege, and the unraveling of illusions. This isn't Mitch McConnell or Joe Biden, because their systems are still working 100% and they can still boast to the crowds about their success. Hollywood was losing its glitter, revealing its exploitation rampant. Trump's pardons and Diddy's trial show how corruption and wealth influence justice at every level. And what about the murder threats? They serve as a wake-up smack for all of us to remember that the big players face no holds barred. The unanswered questions. Is there any doubt that Trump is doing this to save Diddy and not help him out of the mess he has fallen into? Their former friendship hints at a kind of smart behavior. And the USB drive? In the case it accuses the politicians, it might go parallel to the Watergate scandal. The problems and the presidential trial, are they interconnected? A nation silencing radical activists will have the judiciary buzzed. A question: smoke from where? We can see one thing very clearly in the 2025 scandal, that it is a turning point. If it's the moment when corrupt leaders are outside the door, or that's when they grab their popcorn to enjoy the show, whatever the truth is, it's the world that is observing what is happening. Final word: it's far from a mere trial. It is a wide-scale explosion.